Fill us in on Tiger Woods. How excited should we be?
Well, the ratings yesterday, Dan, were up 200%. That's not an exaggeration. That's a joke. I mean, you and I have been doing this forever, and that's a joke. The crowds that have been coming to this tournament forever. And this tournament, I mean, I've been coming to literally for however, like 10, 12, 15 years. This tournament is always good. It's always well attended. But yesterday was a zoo, man. It was crazy how many people were out here. And it's all because of one guy. I've never seen anybody in sports move the needle in his or her sport like Tiger. He's leading right now. He's at 4 under par, tied for the lead. He's playing early today, so he won't be on television later except for highlights. But he's going to put himself in the mix for a Saturday and Sunday run tomorrow afternoon, and it's going to be crazy atmosphere around here.
Finish this sentence. If Tiger wins this tournament this weekend,
he will vault himself like Phil did last week into the discussion of top favorites, top 4 or 5 favorites at Augusta in 4 weeks. And you could genuinely say that he is back for the first time. I don't think you can say someone's back in the stature that Tiger has put himself in on his resume the last 20 years until he gets the win. I think he would say that too, Dan. It's nice to play well. It's nice to put yourself in contention. It's a whole other thing to cross the finish line. If Tiger gets a win this week or next week at Bay Hill before he goes to Augusta, you have to put him right there in the mix as far as guys who are top favorites to win the Masters.
And you could see yesterday with reaction shots with Tiger, even if he didn't have a great shot, that like I haven't seen him smile this much in a long time. And I know when you talk to him afterwards, you know, it's almost like he realizes this is so fleeting and I have it. Let's enjoy it as much as I possibly can. That doesn't mean he turns off the competitive light switch here, but there seems to be a little more joy in Mudville here.
Dan, how many athletes have you spoken to in your career, on and off the air, where they'll tell you, you miss the competition, you miss the games, but you miss the guys the most. You miss the locker room the most. Now, there's no locker room atmosphere in golf except for when there's a long rain delay, but it's totally different than team sports. But what Tiger missed the most was competing against the best. And, man, he's enjoying the ride. Now, you can make a strong case, Dan, that he was the best player of his era and one of the greats of all time because he was so focused and so singularly, honed in on trying to become the greatest player in the world, and that perhaps him dialing it back and enjoying the ride this time compared to last time might, hinder him in trying to get back to becoming the best player in the world. But it's nice to see, Dan. He's grown up. He's a much different person. He's way more engaging with fans, with other players he's playing with everybody in and around the game. And I don't think it's going to hurt him one bit as far as trying to get back. But we'll see how focused he is when he's in contention. It'll be interesting to see what he's like. Thursday and Friday, Dan, as you know, totally different than Saturday and Sunday. I'm curious to see if he is in the lead or in one of the last couple of groups, how he reacts to tomorrow. That's a big spot, even for someone who's done it a million times like he has. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very big spot if he's in one of those last couple of groups.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.